Hello everyone, and welcome back. Imagine you're standing in a crowded marketplace. You have a gold coin, and you want to trade it for a silver bar. You see a stranger across the room who has exactly what you want. But there's a problem. A massive problem. If you throw your gold coin to him, how do you know he will throw the silver bar back? Maybe he just catches your gold and runs away. So what do we usually do? We find a middleman. We find a broker, a bank, or in the crypto world, a centralized exchange, CEX, like Binance or Coinbase. We give our assets to the middleman, and we trust them to make the swap. But here is the terrifying question. What if the middleman runs away? We saw it with MTGOX. We saw it with FTX. The mantra of crypto is don't trust, verify. Yet most of the world still trades by trusting a third party. Today, we are going to dismantle that reliance. We are talking about the technology that allows two strangers on completely different blockchains to trade assets without ever trusting each other and without ever using a middleman. We're talking about atomic swaps. By the end of this lecture, you won't just know what they are. You will understand the mathematical magic trick that makes them possible and why they might just be the future of decentralized finance. Perspective 1. The concept and the atomic state. Let's start with the definition. What does atomic actually mean? It doesn't mean nuclear or explosive. In computer science, an operation is atomic if it has two binary states. Total success, the action happens 100%. Total failure, the action is canceled and everything resets to zero. There is no middle ground. There is no, I sent my Bitcoin, but I didn't get your Litecoin. It is physically impossible in an atomic swap. Think of a vending machine. When you put $1 in, Scenario A, the machine gives you the soda. Success. Scenario B, the machine jams, but it gives you your dollar back. Refund. There is no scenario C where the machine takes your dollar and gives you nothing. The machine is designed mechanically to prevent that. An atomic swap is a cryptographic vending machine built between two blockchains. It allows peer-to-peer, P2P, trading across different networks like Bitcoin to Monero or Litecoin to Bitcoin without wrapping tokens or using a bridge. But how? Bitcoin and Litecoin speak different languages. They don't know each other exists. How can they agree on a trade? The answer lies in a special type of smart contract called the HTLC. Perspective 2. The mechanism, the technical deep dive. This is the most important part of the lecture, so I want you to visualize this clearly. HTLC stand for Hashed Timelock Contract. Let's break that down. It has two security features. Hashlock, a cryptographic puzzle. You need a key, a secret code, to open the funds. Timelock, a deadline. If the deal takes too long, the contract cancels itself and refunds the money. The scenario, Alice and Bob. Let's walk through a live example. Alice has 1 Bitcoin. Bob has 100 Litecoins. They want to swap. They don't trust each other. Step 1. The secret, the preimage. Alice creates a secret password in her head. Let's say the password is purple monkey. She doesn't tell Bob the password. Instead, she hashes it. She puts it through a mathematical grinder, SJ256, that turns purple monkey into a string of random gibberish like X79, Z22. This gibberish is the lock. The password is the key. Step 2. Alice locks her funds. Alice puts her 1 Bitcoin into a glass box, the smart contract on the Bitcoin blockchain. She puts a padlock on the box. The padlock says, anyone who knows the password that matches X79, Z22 can open this. She also sets a timer. If this box isn't opened in 48 hours, give the Bitcoin back to Alice. Step 3. Bob audits. Bob looks at the Bitcoin blockchain. He sees the glass box. He sees the Bitcoin is really there. He can't open it because he doesn't know the password, which is purple monkey, but he knows the hash of the password, X79, Z22. Step 4. Bob locks his funds. Now Bob goes to the Litecoin blockchain. He puts his 100 Litecoins into his own glass box. Here is the genius part. He uses the same lock. He programs his box to say, anyone who knows the password that matches X79, Z22 can open this. He sets a shorter timer, 24 hours. Step 5. The swap, the reveal. Now we have a standoff. Both assets are locked. Alice wants Bob's Litecoin. She knows the password, Purple Monkey. She goes to the Litecoin blockchain, types in Purple Monkey, and click, Bob's box opens. She takes the Litecoin. Step 6. The gotcha moment, because blockchains are public ledgers. When Alice typed Purple Monkey into the Litecoin blockchain, she revealed the secret to the whole world. Bob is watching. He sees Alice revealed the key. Bob takes that same key, Purple Monkey, turns around to the Bitcoin blockchain, and opens Alice's box. He takes the Bitcoin. The result? The swap is complete. If Alice never reveals the key, Bob's timer runs out in 24 hours, and he gets his Litecoin back. Then Alice's timer runs out in 48 hours, and she gets her Bitcoin back. Zero risk of theft. Perspective 3. Comparative analysis. Swaps versus bridges versus CEX. Now that we understand the mechanics, we need to analyze why we would use this compared to other methods. Let's look at the competitive landscape using 3 variables: security, speed, and convenience. 1. Atomic swaps versus centralized exchanges, CEX. CEX such as Binance or Coinbase. Pros: extremely fast in milliseconds. High liquidity. Easy to use. Cons: custodial risk. You don't own the coins. If the exchange goes bankrupt, you become an unsecured creditor. You also have to do KYC, identity verification. Atomic swaps. Pros: self-custody. You never give up your keys. Maximum privacy. Cons: slower. You have to wait for blockchain confirmations, 10 minutes for Bitcoin, 2.5 minutes for Litecoin. 2. Atomic swaps versus cross-chain bridges. This is a common confusion. Isn't a bridge the same thing? No. Most bridges work by wrapping. You send Bitcoin to a bridge, the bridge locks it, and mints a wrapped Bitcoin on Ethereum. The risk: this creates a honeypot. If the bridge has $1 billion in Bitcoin locked inside it, hackers will target that central vault. We have seen billions of dollars stolen from bridge hacks. The atomic difference: atomic swaps are native. You are trading real Bitcoin for real Litecoin. There is no wrap token. There is no central honeypot to hack. Perspective 4. Real-world applications and challenges. If atomic swaps are so perfect, why isn't everyone using them? Let's look at the reality of the market. The examples. Decred, DCR, one of the pioneers. They built a decentralized exchange, DX, specifically for atomic swaps. Komodo, Atomic DX. They have successfully performed swaps between hundreds of coins. The Lightning Network. Believe it or not, the Lightning Network on Bitcoin is essentially a network of HTLCs. It uses the same logic to route payments atomically across channels. The challenge is the why not factor. The free option problem. Remember the timers? If the price of Bitcoin crashes 20% while the funds are locked, Bob might decide not to complete the trade. He lets the timer expire and keeps his Litecoin. In an atomic swap, you essentially give the other party a free option to cancel if the market moves against them during the lock period. Privacy leaks. Even though it's private, people watching the blockchain can link the 2 transactions because they share the same hash. Advanced analysis can see, hey, this swap on Bitcoin used the same hash as that swap on Litecoin. Alice and Bob must be trading. Complexity. It requires compatible hashing algorithms, usually SHA 256. Swapping Bitcoin, SHA 256 for Monero, different algo, is much harder and requires more complex math, though it is becoming possible. Conclusion: the future of trade. So, what is the takeaway for you as a student of this space? We are currently living in a hybrid era. We have decentralized assets like Bitcoin, but we mostly trade them on centralized infrastructure, such as exchanges. This is a contradiction. Atomic swaps represent the final piece of the puzzle, decentralized infrastructure. As technology improves, we are seeing the rise of scriptless scripts and zero-knowledge proofs that will make these swaps instantaneous and private, solving the problems we discussed. In the world of atomic swaps, code is law, and that is how you trade without trust. Thank you for listening. I'll see you in the next video.